Good afternoon, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes. A little bit of everything. It's looking a little bare in here, ain't it? So, we've pulled up all the broccoli that got damaged by the rodents and by some of the freeze. So it's freed up a lot of tubs in here in this first high tunnel. 75 degrees here today, guys. It's quite toasty. However, we are supposed to get 50-mile-an-hour winds starting tonight and through tomorrow. In fact, they canceled the parade for the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, which is, the Fort Worth Stock Show is one of my favorite things to do this time of year. So I'm looking forward to getting out there with my grandson. But I wanted to take you around and show you, and you can see a little bit here, how things are getting a little bare in here, but don't fret. So diversify, I went ahead and put, my voice is getting a little squeaky, guys. I went ahead and put some spinach in a tub in this high tunnel. My kohlrabi seems to be okay. I've got 3 left. My cabbages are coming up pretty well. Some of my radishes, but guys, we're pretty bare in here. We're fixing to get on some insect control, and I'll share that with you as we get going to show you what we have found that we think is going to work for us. It's going to include a drench, it's going to include a spray, and it's going to include some insecticidal soap. But I have some carrots over there. They're looking a little weary, but this weather is playing some dirty tricks on us, guys. We are getting, I don't know, the other morning I got out to go to work and it was 23 degrees and we are 75 here today. So I'm in the big high tunnel. My onions are looking a little well worn, but my turnips, and I'm starting to see some beets come up from the seeds I planted a couple of weeks ago. So it's going to be very interesting, guys, to see how we fare with this very large high tunnel with 50-mile-an-hour north winds that are coming in very soon. Right now there's a strong south wind. It's very warm, but our wind chills are going to be down into the low teens Sunday morning. Wow. I mean, everything, we just warm up, then we get cold, then it's warm, then it's cold. So everything in the garden and everything that we planted is extremely confused, as well as I am. So like I said, my onions are looking a little worn, but I'm gonna wait and see before I replant to see if they do rebound. I've got some seeds in there that I can do, and we might just do that over there. But we have already started, guys, our seeds for the spring. So let me tell you what we're doing for the spring. But look at those turnips coming up. And then you can see my beets are starting to come up. Just really hoping that this next front really just lets things be, but I'm not sure it's gonna. So what we started today was some imperial broccoli, some Fujiyama cauliflower, and some more bok choy. Here are some of my seed starters that I'm waiting to put out. I'm gonna wait till after this last cold blast to go ahead and put these out in the high tunnel. But I have some broccoli, and I have some cabbage, and I have some kale in there. So we have a grow light here in our dining room, and this is some sweet potato shoots that we're growing so that we'll have them to plant in the spring for our sweet potato harvest. But guys, these are those tomatoes I picked a while back, maybe a week ago, right before that last blast. And you can see they're ripening up just fine, and we are eating these every night with our meals. So here's some more seed starts that we've started in here under another grow light, and we have some bell peppers. We have some Big Dina tomatoes, which we understand are a very good variety for high tunnels, but they're very good for a conventional garden too, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do with these, and we'll keep you updated. And then over here we have some of our herbs. We have some basils. We have some, let's see, some more Big Dinas, some Geronimo tomatoes. So we are trying different varieties this year to see how well we fare with tomatoes in that high tunnel. I'm also going to grow our black creme, which is one of my faves. So this is our other experiment inside. We are growing tomatoes and peppers under a grow light. And guys, we're pretty happy so far with what we got going. But I'll tell you, what I'm seeing the difference is they're not, these aromas, they're not as big as when they're grown outside in a conventional garden, but they're pretty tasty. They're pretty good. And if I can grow some things year-round in the house under a grow light, I'm certainly going to do that. And this is our peppers, our bell peppers. So Greg has really, really babied these and fostered these. And look at that beautiful bell pepper. So these plants are doing fantastic. There's lots of buds. We've already gotten bell peppers off of it. We've put them in our spaghetti sauce, and we've eaten them in other recipes. But pretty happy so far with these grow lights. And here's more of those tomatoes we picked. Guys, they're just beautiful, lovely. We have been enjoying these as well. It was really very nice to get tomatoes pretty much 12 months. So a complete year of getting some beautiful tomatoes and tomatoes fresh from our garden. So as you can see, we're diversifying with our garden. We are going ahead and trying to grow things indoors, and we are starting our seeds, some of our seeds indoors. We're going to start some more outdoors on that seed starting table that Greg built last year. Weather has been very mild, but we are getting, when we do go below freezing, we go way below freezing. So things are really struggling with the weather changes and with the cold and then the warmth. But if you're in the south, go ahead and start your seeds if you have somewhere to keep them protected. We will be starting to put our seeds in the ground probably end of February, 1st of March. It depends on the weather. We'll wait and see, guys. But we want to put them in a protected area where we can keep them heated if necessary. And if that's what you decide to do, you want to as well. But we still got a lot more to go. We're getting ready to plant that very large high tunnel. So excited about that. So I wanted to give you guys an update. I will update you tomorrow when those 50 mile an hour winds are blowing through, and we'll see how those high tunnels hold up, because it's supposed to be sustained, not gust. And it's going to be very interesting when they cancel a major parade because of wind. Then you know, get ready. So those of you in North Texas, get ready. It's coming. Wanted to update you. Take care. God bless. See you tomorrow.